God hates facts. God hates facts.
It's giving he, she, we, they, them, non-binary, vegan, vegetarian. I'm scared. I'm gonna give it 2 stars.
Yeah, so Pride Month is done, okay? It's done. I want to come over here and share my thoughts about Pride Month, okay? As a gay that is feminine, that clearly does wear makeup, that does like to be pretty, and I made like this poll on Instagram where like I said where, should I share my thoughts on Pride Month? Or should I do like reacting to woke TikToks? And everyone wanted me to put, to literally do my thoughts about Pride Month, so here you go. All right, so if you haven't been on my Instagram or my Twitter, you know that like I talk a lot about politics. And I'm very political and I'm very right-leaning. So like if you're new here, just to let you know, I am very right-leaning. I'm not a leftist whatsoever. And I'm pretty sure that most people know my thoughts about Pride Month, but I need like we need an updated version of like why I hate Pride Month. So, if you've been on my Instagram lately, I posted a tweet where I said like, you know, if you are celebrating Pride Month, basically because of your sexuality, you are a loser. Because you are. Like, the whole concept of Pride Month, as I grow up, I think that since we have all rights, we are the most privileged people in this country, in America, we literally get to step on anybody who says one little thing, that is against anything that is gay. We can step on them, sue them, and we will win. Because we are a safeguarded people. We are. Like, we have become a safeguarded people where we cannot be, you know, basically discriminated against just because someone doesn't like what we do. And me as a gay, I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks about me being gay, or like if they give a fuck about like if I do fuck a man or not. Because I'm gonna do me. Like, I'm gonna just do me. I don't give a fuck about anyone out there. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about what you do. I do me. You know, that's how everyone in this world should be, basically, you know? But there are people out here that do not like what gays do, and that's completely fine. There are things out here that my gay as a gay, that do not like Pride Month, don't like what gays do out there, what trannies do out there, okay? Because a lot of you are very disgusting, and that is what Pride Month has become. It has been a cesspool of pedophiles. That's what Pride Month has become. Ever since they allowed that child to get on the stage, this little boy, I forget what his name was, but there was this child a while ago where he was basically in drag, and they allowed him to go up there and perform in front of all these adults in a club that was basically like 18 and up, and this child was like at least like 11 years old. Ever since that, I knew that Pride Month was going to be a shit show. I knew that like this whole entire thing was going way too far, because you people out here have allowed these fucking bitch ass psychos take over what I think that the gays and the trans people have like grown to be like a place where it can be accepting, and like, you know, we love all people, but also at the same time, like, we know that we are ratchet, we know that we are ghetto, we know that we are very sexualized. So we didn't allow children to be in our sphere, because we knew that, like, you know, we are very sexual human beings, and like we are celebrating sexuality that comes with sex, that comes with a lot of fetishes, that comes with a lot of different things, and do you, bitch. But there was a time where we did not allow children to be a part of this, because we know, yes, some children may grow up and they feel like they're a certain type of way, but we know that like they should wait till they get older, because that's like what the same people out here should think, like, you know. But it has been infested by pedophiles. we now have people out here identifying as minor attracted people. Wake up. Like, I don't understand, like, how can you not think that, like, Pride Month has not been fucking, like, infiltrated by these people? Like, they are literally in colleges talking about how, like, we should allow minor attracted people to be out in the world.
Research. Pedophilia is an unchangeable sexual orientation, just like, for example, heterosexuality. And most of us feel discomfort when we think about pedophiles. But just like pedophiles, we are not responsible for our feelings. We do not choose them, but we are responsible for our actions. And we must make a decision. It is in our responsibility to reflect and to overcome our negative feelings about pedophiles and to treat them with the same respect we treat other people with. We should accept that pedophiles are people who have not chosen their sexuality.
And, like, be able to, be able to be attracted to minors. Like, duh. We've had these people come out here, like, literally promoting bestiality in the LGBT movement. And they have came out here and basically saying that, like, they're okay with, like, puppy play with, like, with furries and shit. Like, it has totally turned into a fucking shit show and craziness. And then now you have people out here thinking that they are 10,000 genders. Dude, I remember, like, even a couple years ago, like, it was 1000% okay for you to be a gay man like me, be able to wear makeup and be pretty, and not be called, like, a girl, or, like, not be convinced to change your gender just because you are a feminine gay man. That's why Pride Month is done. Like, it's done. Like, why are we still celebrating this? We have our rights. We have everything. But you want to keep on progressing because this is the thing. Like, Pride Month, the reason why Pride Month is so done is because it's so profitable. Like, these people have profited off of something that doesn't even exist anymore, okay? People literally act like that people are out here intentionally killing gays and trans people just because. Like, it's not happening. Like, I don't care what no one says, it's not happening. Now, I'm not saying that, like, there are some instances where trans people are being killed, but please, like, what is it, like 20 within a year? Like, please. There's so much other shit that's happening in this fucking country that's so much far more important. I'm not saying that, like, I'm not trying to, like, erase and be like there are gays and stuff out here that hasn't been beaten up, or, like, trans people being killed, or whatever like that. I'm not trying to say that, but, like, please, let's not act like that we are so, like, we are so oppressed. Like, we're not. And that's why I don't like this bullshit anymore, because, like, we're not oppressed people. And these corporations, they have literally pushed this agenda where, like, they think that, like, we're oppressed and, like, we have to fight for more rights. Like, what fight for what? Like, the right to, like to basically jail someone for misgendering someone? Are you kidding me? Like, no, that's like that it's dumb. Like, we live in America. This is like, we have free speech for a reason. We should be able to have differences in this country, and we should be able to allow people to actually feel some type of way about us, regardless of if we're gay, straight, whatever, wherever have you. There are things straight people that do that I don't fucking like. But do you think I'm gonna, like, erase their freedom of speech, or erase my freedom of speech to say whatever the fuck I want for them? No, like, it's so stupid. And I hate this clownery. Like, and the thing is too, like, all this stuff has been built off of this because they want to profit off of it. Like, you see, like, every single year, here comes, like, Target, here comes, like, Walmart. They want to put up, like, the Pride, what you call it, just so they can get, like, more money from, like, the human rights campaign fucking organization, because they have, like, these little points every year where, like, if you have this and this and that in the corporation, you're hiring more LGBT people within this year, you're, like, putting up more LGBT like, promotion up in your store, you get more and more money. That's what they do. And it's not because they care about you, bitch. It's because they want the money. That's all it's about. It's about profit. It's nothing more than that. It's not about, oh, we're fighting for our rights. Why? Like, what's your rights? Well, you want to perform for fucking children as a drag queen? That's your fucking right. Do you want to fucking die on the hill for, bitch? That's why Pride Month is fucking over. Like, I can't stand people. So I literally cannot stand anybody. And I went to like a gay club, like a couple weeks ago, whatever, like that. And I liked it. It was okay. Like it wasn't my scene. No, I'm not a club kind of person. I'm a person that just likes to sit in the house or go shopping and like go get a matcha. Like that's how I live my life. And I'm very much respected because I'm not a weirdo like you bitches out there. And I'm not out here with like fucking green purple hair and thinking that like I'm like 10,000 genders. Like, no, there's only two fucking genders. There's only two fucking genders, and there's basically only three sexualities. You're straight, gay, or bisexual. That's it. That's all you are. I don't give a fuck about that pan shit. No, bitch. Why? Because you fuck a trans person. A trans person's a fucking. If you fuck a trans girl, that's a dude. It's a dude. I'm sorry. It just is. You can identify wherever you want, but at the end of the day, biology doesn't lie, bitch. Just like what Lady Gaga said, our sexists tell us no lies. I'm gonna wear them out. Like, it's true. Like, our sexists don't tell us no lies, and we are living in a clown world where people think that, like, just because you identify as something means that, like, you biologically aren't that. Like, I'm sorry. Like, if you're a straight male out there, you claim to be a straight male, and you fuck a trans girl, you are gay. Or you are bisexual. You most likely are bisexual to me. But if you're if you're sniffing out a trans girl always, and that's all you want, and you want her to be post-op and stuff like that, oh, definitely you're gay. You're gay or you're bisexual. Like, I don't care what no one says. Like, I really don't. Like, it's the truth. I don't care. Like, if you're a DL and you want to be with me, you are gay. Doesn't matter how much you think that you want to be with girls, whatever like that. I'm sorry, you are gay or you are either bisexual. That's it. Because a lot of you are just attracted to femininity. That's what it is, okay? And also, like, another thing I want to add too is like, dude, we are so much more than our sexuality. Like, if we actually just lived our lives and we stopped like putting our sexuality literally on our fucking sleeve all the time, like of who we fuck or like how gay we are, wearing the rainbow flag, just out here looking insane. You can literally just coexist in this life and no one will care. Like, I literally just went to a store literally just now and no one fucking cared. Not one person fucking cared. Not one person looked at me. Not one person said one thing to me. And it's like, and usually people do. They be like, you look good. Like, I love your outfit. I love whatever. But, like, most people are nice. And I wish that people didn't fall for, like, the propaganda that, like, this world hates us. Like, there's also organizations that, like, they basically put, like, these are, like, red zones for, like, LGBT people in America. Like, they say, like, you can't go to Florida or you can't go to Texas because of the laws saying, like, they don't want to allow children to transition or they don't want to allow children to participate in drag shows and stuff like that. And when we fall for this propaganda that, like, and this bullshit that that they're out to get us and take away our rights, it's just so stupid to me. It's like, dude, you have all your rights. Almost every Republican, almost every single Democrat basically has your back when it comes to LGBT like rights and stuff like that, dude. We're too free for all that, for real. And I just think that, like, if you become your own individual and actually be an, like, I don't know, like, because I'm more than just my sexuality. I like to content create. I love to talk about politics. I love music. I love to sing. I love, like, creative things. I love fashion. I love things like that. I love jewelry. I'm more than just my sexuality, I'm just Bruce. And that's how people should live their life. They shouldn't just, like, be like, I'm gay, this and gay that. Like, everything's gay. Everything should be gay. Like, no, it's just, no, you shouldn't live your life like that. You just be you and everything will be fine. Stop falling for the fucking propaganda. Stop falling for, like, what everyone else is saying in this little itty-bitty community that I don't want to be a part of. I really don't. I don't want to be a part of it. The gay clubs are okay. They're fine. They're whatever. They're very vanilla to me, to be honest. Like, I don't like, when I went to the gay club like a few weeks ago, it was so vanilla. Like, it was okay. Like, it wasn't like, it was no one cute there. Like, I kid you not, like, the straight people too, they have like infiltrated the LGBT community too. Like, I kid you not, it's like mostly straight girls in there and their boyfriends that literally just want to virtue signal and bring their girls to a drag show just to like get off for one night. Like, it's just, it's not how it used to be for the older gays out there, you know what I mean? Like, it's so different now. And everyone's like basically trans and weird and wear piercings on their faces and like don't have any class, any style, anything. They all look the same. They all have like a certain look, It's just, nothing is great anymore. It really ain't. But I wanted to add this into the video too. But anyways, carry on. And that can be whether within a man or a woman. And everyone has like the masculine and feminine tendencies, but that does not make you like, the opposite gender, like me. Just because I have a feminine energy or like I like feminine things doesn't make me a female, doesn't make me a woman. I can never be a woman. I will never be able to have a fucking twat. I will never be able to have the ability to actually get pregnant like a real woman can. And that's the thing too with like this agenda within the trans community. The trans community has literally overtaken the gays. Like, and I think they're the progressive trans people out there that are identifying as non-binary and shit like that. They're literally destroying the gays because that's all they want to do. And they post like their scars and like talk about like how like, oh, as a girl, I was like so geared to like wanting to like play with the boys and all this kind of stuff. And then later on they become a trans man. And then like a few years later they detransition. It's because you was just a lesbian that just like feminine things. And the fucking woke as progressive as non-binaries are out there. They have programmed you to think that just because you're a girl or you're a boy and you like things that are of the opposite sex, that you are a trans person. You're not. And that's another thing too why I don't support the Pride Month and the LGBT movement, because you want to erase me. Why you want to erase me for? Like, why can't I coexist within the movement without you trying to say like, oh, I'm trans. Oh, you thought I was non-binary. That doesn't even make sense to me. The non-binary bullshit doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense. You are either a male or a female. You are either a man or a woman. That's all you are. You cannot be a they, them. Doesn't matter how much you try to change vocabulary, be like, oh my God, Shakespeare used to say they, them in his speeches and the poet. And blah, blah, blah. Like, no. We live in a modern society, dude. You only call someone a they when you don't know if they are a he or a she. That's the only reason why you're calling someone a they or a she, a they, basically. If you don't see the person, you'd be like, oh, they did this, because you don't know if it's a girl or a boy. You're so stupid. Like, some of y'all need to go back to school. Y'all really do. Y'all really do. And, the trans movement, they have not only come for, like, the girl, like, the women as well, the gays. It's, like, they're also coming for the children, too. Like, the children are being fucking fucked up in the brain from TikTok, from YouTube, from social media in general, where they think that just because they like certain things as a boy and they gravitate to more feminine things, that they see these people on here talk about how much they are like, the reason why I transitioned is because I like this and this and that. And then they think they're that and they're not. And they're destroying themselves. They literally getting their breast cut off as a girl, a biological girl. These teenage boys are literally going out here to get like, the surgery, the bottom surgery to get their penises cut off. These hormones are fucking up their fucking, not only their fucking brains, but fucking up their chances to even like, get pregnant or either like fucking have children in the near future. It's so sad what has happened to the LGBT community.
I'm a biological woman that medically transitioned to appear like a male through synthetic hormones and surgery. I will never be a man. Is it transphobic for me to tell the truth? Why is it that a couple hundred years from now, if you dug up my body, they're gonna go, yeah, that was a woman, had babies?
Can you tell me about the procedures that you had.
I've had 7 surgeries. I've had 1 stress heart attack. I've had a helicopter life ride with a pulmonary embolism. I've had 17 rounds of antibiotics. I had 6 inches of hair on the inside of my urethra for 17 months. Nobody would help me, including the doctor that did this to me because I lost my insurance. I get infections every 3 to 4 months. I'm probably not gonna live very long.
Was there any real discussion of the risks and the side effects and...
No, there's not.
It's so insane how we have allowed this to happen, you know, like, and we think that this is okay. Like, I'm sorry, no child can transition. No child can transition. I'm like hot already. It's hot as fuck, bro. Like, if no child can get like a tattoo at a certain age, why you think they can like change their gender at a certain age? That doesn't make sense. Like, to be honest, the real time that someone should actually transition is when like they're in their 20s, because we don't develop, our brains don't develop until we reach like what, 24, 25, whatever like that. So like, you know, there are so many things like I was talking to my mom about I think like a couple of days ago about like the things I used to do and like how embarrassing they were, or like how stupid I used to dress or whatever like that. I could probably have that moment in a few years too about how I dress now. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if a child is so like, they're so impressionable and they take inspiration from everything because like they're just growing up. They don't have the capacity to think about the future. They think about the present. So if we're telling them like, you know, oh, if you like this and you're a boy and you're liking lipstick or whatever like that and you're a boy, that means you're trans, and these woke ass stupid fucking parents, they make them like go to like these gender therapy and stuff like that, and you know, their child is thinking that, yeah, like maybe I am a girl. They get these hormones and they start to have surgeries and stuff like that at a very young age. It fucks them up. And when they get older and they regret it and they have all these hardships, and it turns out that like just because they turned out to be that way is because of neglect or abuse or sexual assault, something like that. And it wasn't like the trauma that was actually fucking, you know, handled at a young age. Maybe, just maybe, they would never got fucked up in the first place because of stupid parent. And that's something else that like these progressive have pushed on to so many people out here, and like these parents have fallen into this because and to be honest, most people do want to be a good person. I truly, when I look at these people that are very woke and like, you know, very progressive, to be honest, I don't see them as inherently evil. I think the act of what they do is evil, but to be honest, a lot of them just want to be a good person, you know? And reality sometimes, it doesn't make you look like a good person. It just doesn't. Sometimes people are very delusional and they think that like, you know, up is down. And some people just want to be good, you know? Just because the majority of the world thinks something is okay and good doesn't make it good and okay. And that's why so many Republicans out there, including myself, it's just not for this bullshit, because like no child can consent to that. No child should be able to go in this nightclub and dance in front of gays that are literally up in their fucking 50s, giving them dollar bills and shit like that. It's gross. It's demonic. A lot of the LGBT community, especially the nightclub scene, is very sexual. No child should be within that, and that's why I don't fuck with that. Like seeing gays at Pride, like, you know, with their ass out and their children present, it's just, I don't understand how anyone can just sit there and think that's okay. I don't. Um, and then like these big companies like the big pharma, basically being predatory, like, you know, convincing these children that like, yes, maybe they are trans and stuff like that. They're profiting off of their trauma too, of like transitioning them. And you've seen so many of these TikTokers online that are young, they having all these issues with like their bomb surgeries and stuff like that. It's like you are literally just a cash grab. That's all you are, and that's all they see us as. And what we should do, we should just like stop this bullshit. We have all our rights. We're fine. And we should basically just vote for what's right, and vote for like just having a free and like coexisting type of country where like no one even talks about if you're gay or if you're bisexual or if you're trans or like whatever like that, black, white. We should just live freely, have a protected country, close the border, like, and everything would be fine. But no, it has to be fucked up. It has to be fucked up. Because there are a lot of people out there, a lot of elitists that wants this to happen. So we can have so much, you know, we can be so separate and not together and united. Because once we become united and we start to look and see who's actually pushing this agenda, who's actually wanting us to be fat, ugly, stupid, and fucked up in the head, is because they want you to be like that so they can control you. That's all it's about. It's about control. And once people understand that premise and they go further into like how this all became to be, which I won't get into today, I have talked about before in many of my other videos, not today. You see how it was about, like, have you ever heard of the NAMBLA? Have you ever heard of NAMBLA organization? Oh yes, like, it's very disgusting. Like that Man Love Boy Association, NAMBLA, like, that was very in the very beginning of why the LGBT community was forming and stuff like that. And the person who created like the rainbow flag and stuff like that, like he was also a predator as well. It's very gross of how this all started. Even though we have our rights, and so many people out there think that I should owe my life to a trans person. Why? Because there were a few trans people in the front lines of Stonewall, and even though they forget to like, actually it was like a like what was it, like a drag queen, like a lesbian. It was this black lesbian that was in front, like in the front lines of Stonewall, who threw the first brick actually, and that was the reason why we how we got our rights today, basically, for fighting back. And people want to think that us gays, we should owe our life to a trans person. Like, no, fuck you. I would never owe my life to anybody. I don't owe my life to anybody. I'm not even within any group. I'm just me. Just want to live my life. And I think that, like, I don't like to see these people, build and profit off of these, like, non-existent traumas and these non-existent problems that's happening in our community, which are the problems that we are creating more through these progressive people that are profiting off of you. But yeah, I think I'm done with this video. I appreciate you guys for watching. I hope you guys understand my point on this. It's just like my thoughts, like just my updated thoughts on everything. Like I don't expect anything else. But yeah, hope you like this video. I love you guys so much. See you in the next video. Bye.